Morning, everybody. My name's Graeme Hall. I'm the Managing Director of Sales Blueprint. We're a sales improvement organisation operating specifically within the private equity community. What that means is we understand the particular dynamics of that world, how to balance all of the shareholders' interests, not just the investors, but the managers too. And I wrote this book going back to 2016, I think now. And the aim really was to capture our methodology in a simple form. There are things, I don't think there's anyone who knows more about selling and sales management than we do, but we wouldn't claim that that particular knowledge is our key differentiator. It's actually about how you implement that knowledge and how you make a difference in each of the businesses that we talk to in pretty much every sector you can think of, except maybe retail. So the idea of the book really wasn't to write a book on great selling, but was to write down our methodology for that implementation, which, as I say, I believe is our differentiator, and provide a marketing tool for the private equity community. We are, as far as I know, still the only people who do what we do in that space. But we wanted to make sure that we captured that intellectual space and were seen as the go-to people. And authoring a book seemed like a really good, pretty efficient way of doing that. And on efficiency, I have to say, the process, George's process was really good. It took 5 hours to write that book, which is about 100 pages or so, I think it is. That was 4 hours of Skype calls and 1 hour of editing. And from having the idea and a couple of thoughts about what this might look like, I just explained those to Georgia. She did the editing, she produced the book, and it ended up on Amazon. So it was a really efficient process. And given that I've got a lot of things on as running the business, being able to spare 5 hours was easily achievable. Sat on my own, I'd never have found the time or the inspiration to write it. What's happened since we wrote it? Well, we've sold about, I'd guess, 500 copies. We use it as a marketing tool to give away. Every new client gets several copies, all the private equity people that we meet, and it was written specifically for them, really. So we give them a copy, anybody new we meet. We've even got one particular private equity house who've bought over 40 copies. They now give it away to any business they're thinking of investing in. And even if they don't do that deal, they still say, look, this is a great way of growing shareholder value by increasing the top line of your business. So if nothing else happens, read this book and implement it. And that's a great compliment, obviously, because they've seen it work in their portfolio and they clearly believe in it to the point where they just buy the book. They don't even ask us to give them one. So it's been a really useful tool as part of our positioning in the marketplace. And if you'd like to talk to me further about how it's worked and how easy or difficult it might have been, then feel free. But other than that, I definitely recommend. If you've got a story to tell in a particular space, or you want to make a claim that says this is what makes us different, writing a book is a great way of doing it. Thank you.